Colors affect our daily lives and subconsciously affect the way we feel every day. The main theme of the festival is color and the symbolism they have in films, more in particular the contrast between the colors red and green. The psychology of color theory explains the clever use of colors in movies and their ability to manipulate the audience's emotions on both conscious and subconscious levels. Therefore, colors make spectators feel. In American Beauty, the color red is key, as the director decided to use a specific color to symbolize the transformation of the main character throughout the story. He started to wear red clothing, which signified passion, after he saw Angela, his forbidden desire. Moreover, this change also gave him power and control over his life. In The Shining, the director Kubrick makes use of different colors in the movie, such as green and red. Kubrick uses green to symbolize nature, and he uses the green of the plants to contrast the use of red in the key scenes of the movie. An example of this could be when the spectators see that the plants, so nature, in the hotel are dying, therefore symbolizing that Jack is not properly taking care of them, and this foreshadows the fact that the main protagonist is slipping into madness. In Pleasantville, the director decided to use colors to show transition, growth, and transformation instead of using them to highlight importance in the movie. An example of this could be how at the beginning of the movie all the characters are showing black and white, and as they evolve and transition throughout the movie, they begin to experience more vibrant colors such as green and red. In the movie La La Land, colors are key, especially blue and red. Blue is the first color that the audience sees and represents Mia, the main protagonist, faith in becoming an actress. In the movie, the color is persistent as well as the character's faith to become successful. In the trilogy Three Colors Red, the color red has a universal meaning, either love, blood, or death. However, in this movie, it is the opposite. The choice of the color red represents the main theme of the color of the French flag, friendship. The color palettes in this movie are mainly cool-toned but saturated. There's a lot of blue in the movie. Django wears a blue suit in some scenes in the movie. This color represents loyalty, stability, and trust, all of which can symbolize Django's feelings towards Dr. King Schultz, who is buying his freedom back. The color palettes in the movie Birdman are not static, on the contrary, they are dynamic, as colors change in almost every scene and there is no theme to them. Strong colors like blue, green, and red are used to enhance the dramatic side of the movie. In the movie The Cook, the Thief, His Wife and Her Lover, the main use of color is as a metaphor for the transformation of Georgina. As the movie, it is highly devoted to show the metamorphosis of the main character. In addition, colors have been used to overcome the environment and to create focus on the characters. An example of this could be the red in the restaurants and how the hues are meant to reflect the hopeless nature of the scenes. Differently from the other movies, in the movie Lost in Translation, the color palette of the movie is muted. Therefore, there are more cool tones such as blue, grays, and white. This choice of hues emphasizes the feeling of loneliness and isolation that is being experienced by both characters in the movie. The colors are also in line with the emotional state of the main characters. In the movie The Revenant, the color palettes are really similar to the movie Lost in Translation, as cool-toned palettes are used with blue, light blues, grays, and blacks. These are used to signify the cold environment the main character is in, and as the movie is set during the 1820s winter, they all represent the nature he is in. Moreover, they symbolize the character's feeling of loneliness.